Hey guys, welcome back, and today we have a big Lady Lovelocks unboxing. This box full of Lady Lovelocks stuff, and then over here, the castle. But let's get started with what's in the box. So first we have a fashion pack. This was the party dress, I believe. It has its pixie tail with it, and then it also has the headpiece. And I think the pixie tail holders are like little berries or something. That's what it kind of looks like to me. I can't really tell though. And the elastic is almost dead, and it's also dead in the dress here. Like, it won't stretch anymore, so I hope it fits on someone. And then one of the arm pieces, there's supposed to be two, but this only has one. And then it's missing the leggings and the shoes. Next one we have is Enchanted Island's Maiden Fairhair. She has some curl. I don't believe this is her original hairstyle, but it looks like somebody tried to redo it at least and made it nice. She's missing her shoes, but she looks pretty complete besides that, and she actually looks really nice, and her face is actually like really cute to me. Then we have this Lady Lovelocks, which she's just an original one. Her hair is actually really nice, and she still has some curl, but like, I don't know, it feels like it has like product in it, like somebody put gel in it at some point to keep it nice. Then next up we have Maiden Golden Waves, and she just has her swimsuit. She has some really bad spots on her legs, but mainly the tan ones get it really hard, and Maiden Golden Waves gets it pretty hard compared to all the other ones in the line. And this is my third Maiden Golden Waves, so I have a lot of her. Then we have Ballerina Maiden Fairhair. She has her headpiece and her dress, just missing her shoes. Her hair is still decently curled and nice. And the elastic in her straps are dead, so her dress doesn't really stay up all that well. Then one of the more rare things in here is a curly kitten, which these curly kittens were made at the end of Lady Lovelocks' run. In 88, there were like 6 of them, I think, and each one is scented. So, let me see. Yeah, she still is scented, but like, I don't know what it smells like, so I can't really explain it, because it smells flowery and like fresh, but I don't know how to explain it, because like, it doesn't say on their boxes or anything as far as I know, like what they smell like, so I don't think they have like a designated scent to them, I'm guessing. Okay, next we have some pixie tails here. We have one, I think these are mice, they go to Maiden Fairhair. One bunny and one bird, which this goes to Lady Lovelocks and this goes to Curly Crown. And then we have the Pixie Tail Treehouse, which is not complete, but it has some of the accessories. This is the ladder. The ladder has these little, like, knobs that you can put the pixie tails on, so I guess they, like, climb the ladder. Oh, it doesn't stay on that well. But I guess you can put them on the ladder, and then here's the, shower. Yeah, I was very surprised Pixie Tail's shower, but a shower comes with the Pixie Tail Treehouse, so I guess Pixie Tails do shower. We have these 2 little benches, which I assume they're like seats for the Pixie Tails, because you can also put them on there. And this is the little like basket that's supposed to hang. I guess it's the Pixie Tails bed, but unfortunately it's broken, so I'm gonna have to find a way to attach it to the playset still. The pixie tail doesn't really go in there the best. It kind of looks painful to the pixie tail, but I mean, and there's the nest that goes on top of the pixie tree here. Okay, then next we have the actual pieces to the treehouse. Okay, a little switch of scenery right here. This is where the chair would go if you had it, because in here there's also supposed to be a mirror, but I'm missing that part, and it was a vanity for the dolls. And here is where the nest is supposed to click in, but they took it apart at some point, and the piece, like, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but the piece inside of here that's supposed to click onto here is shredded off, so it's not ever gonna attach correctly, so, like, that's the best I'm gonna be able to do. It's not gonna close right, but that's okay. And then on the outside here, there's these little pegs that you can put the pixie tails on, and then they can, like, perch on the outside of the tree, I guess. Here is the next piece. This is where the bridge would go to if you had it, and I think there was like a little sticker or cutout or something in here that was like a little waterway or something. Then here is where the shower goes, up here. And down on the bottom is where this would attach, but since it's broken, it doesn't go in. And then on the very top floor, we would have the little chairs for the pixie tails. And there was a little table that goes in between them, but I'm missing that too. Okay, so I put it all together, and if it had everything, it would probably look a little better, but these 3 pixie tails go to it. I think it originally came with 7, but yeah, you can just put them in various places, I guess. Sit. Here's how it looks like folded up, even though mine doesn't close all the way because the nest doesn't click in right. But it looks pretty good, and for displaying your pixie tails, if you wanted to, you could just put them on all of these pegs and just display all your pixie tails and keep them all in one place. So it's good for, like, the design and all. So now we have the Castle Lovely Locks here, which I do have the castle too, but it came with the original box, so I'm going to show you the box first. 7 pixie tails for hairstyling fun, 29 pieces. And this came unassembled, so I had to put it together. But here's what the front looks like. And the original price tag is on here, and it says $29.96. And that, even though that sounds cheap, that was probably a lot more than in the 80s. Okay, let me flip it around. So, here is what the side flap looks like. This is what all the side flaps look like. Just shows the same photos, and then I gotta flip it around again for the back. Okay. And here's what the back looks like. It has a diagram like pointing to what everything is. And then it has all of the things that were available for sale at the time the castle was released. Pretty swing for Lady Lovely Locks. Tea cart and tea accessories. Patio grounds with hidden pixie tails. Pixie tail seesaw, 3 pixie tail perches. Oh, pixie petal perches. Pixie tail slide. Like, it just has everything labeled. And these are pixie petals, which I'll show you what they do in a minute, because I had no clue what they did for a while until I got this box, because I also have the original instructions, so it explains a lot more. Okay, so here it is. The only thing it's missing is the swing, and let me open it up. Won't even all fit in the frame, but here's what it looks like opened up. Oh, let me get the seesaw out of there. And it has all of its pixie tails, which that's what I was most excited about, that it had all the pixie tails and stuff. And then we'll look more on that in a minute, but I'm gonna show you the instructions real quick. Okay, so here's the front of the instruction sheet. It just shows like everything it included and the trademarks and where it was made and everything. And then you open it up and it's gigantic. So it came unassembled, so I had to follow all of these steps. This just shows how you put it together. I might scan this all in and put it on my Tumblr, so you can view it yourself if you need the instructions or anything, or if you want to look at it more. It shows how to assemble, because you had to string the little basket, which is the elevator for the pixie tails and stuff. And then right here, I was so confused because I did not know what these were until I got this, and it's pixie pedal, and the pixie tails will snap in as shown. So let me show you what that looks like. So the only awkward thing is they go a little sideways when they do it, but it looks like they're perched on the pedal, and then it shows like how to put together the swing at the top of this page, and then it shows how you lock the doors, which I can show you that in a minute. Let me just get that out of the way, and I'm going to go into a little detail about the playset. So here is the Pixie Tail Seesaw, which I'm sure you could get how it works. I have 2 of these now, but you put the pixie tail on both sides and then a pixie tail on each side, and then just play around with it. I think it's really cute. Then we have the little like cart. Some of the stuff fell over, but it has these little teacups and their little saucers, and then the little teapot as well, and some bigger plates, and the wheels actually like roll on here, so that's actually fun. And then these little flowers are little perches for the pixie tails. I think those are really cute because like it gives garden in here because of that. And then over here we have the slide for the pixie tails, which I've tried, but I don't really like it that much because it's a little violent. Like, the pixie tail just, like, violently falls. It's not even a fun slide. It just falls immediately. The slide is, like, hazardous to the pixie tails. I don't know why they made that. I mean, I guess it's a cute detail, but... Okay, and then over here is a little elevator for the pixie tails. You just put them in the bucket, and then on the other side you just pull the bead with the string, and then it rises up. But I don't know where the elevator exactly goes, because like it goes up to right here, but like pixie tails can fly, so why do they need an elevator? That's my question. Over here's a little sitting area for the dolls. And up here, you can basically just perch as many pixie tails as you can fit. So it's a really good place to store all your pixie tails. And then on both sides here, there's these little towers that the pixie tails fit in. And then it's a little watchtower for them. Then when you want to close it up, you just got to take the slide off there and then close the sides, which they click into the base thing, and then you line the gates up right next to each other, and then you take the key, you put it in, and then twist it, and then it's locked. Because on the inside here, it latches onto this little piece of plastic on the other door, and then it won't open. And then you locked the gates of Castle Lovely Locks. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this Lady Lovely Locks haul, And just thank you for watching. Bye!